Hey there. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, the history of angels in the Dragon Ball universe. Are these beings really as powerful as we imagine? Let's find out together. First, it's worth noting that angels are introduced early in Dragon Ball Super, during the Gods Battle arc. That's when we meet Vados, Whis' sister and Bill's assistant. Right away, we can see that these beings have impressive abilities, like flying incredibly fast and teleporting people across space. But what exactly makes angels so powerful? Well, there is one characteristic unique to them in the Dragon Ball universe, complete and constant mastery of Ultra Instinct. That's right. They can maintain this advanced state of awareness and movement control at all times, effortlessly. Ultra Instinct allows instant reactions without needing to think or make an effort. It's like the body moves on its own by instinct, dodging and attacking enemies automatically. Not even Goku has fully mastered this technique, only activating it briefly when under extreme pressure. Angels, on the other hand, use Ultra Instinct permanently. Therefore, they have absurd reflexes and speed, as well as flawless motor coordination. It is virtually impossible to land a blow on an angel, unless they allow it. In addition, like the gods of destruction, angels are also virtually immortal. They can only be killed by divine armaments or erased by the Xenos. So in practice, they do not age and are almost indestructible in combat. All these abilities make angels the most powerful beings in the universe below the Xenos themselves. Even the gods of destruction, who can destroy entire planets, feared the angels' power. But it's not all roses. There is one major limitation imposed on these angelic beings: they cannot directly interfere with events in the universes without permission. Otherwise, they are liable to be erased by the King of All. This explains why we generally see angels just observing fights and tournaments, only offering occasional advice to the gods of destruction they serve. They cannot fight or freely use their powers to influence events. This limitation is broken at some crucial moments, like when Whis has to use his time rewind to save Goku and his friends. Still, angels avoid direct action as much as possible, keeping their vows to the Grand Minister. It's worth mentioning too that, despite all this power, angels are not necessarily good or evil. Each has their own unique personality. For example, Vados is calmer and more careful. Her brother Whis is relaxed and good-humored. Cognic seems somber and mysterious. Cuz, in turn, is quite gentle and helpful. Margarita has a rather peculiar nervous way of speaking. And so on. Each angel ends up reflecting, to some extent, the nature of the god of destruction they serve. But deep down, they are divine beings above concepts like good and evil. They follow the Grand Minister's orders without question. During the Tournament of Power, we saw how the angels calmly accepted the idea of universes being erased, even those they had served for billions of years. It shows they really don't form attachments or affectionate relationships with their universes. The bond is only professional, so to speak. They blindly follow the determinations of the King of All and his right hand, the Grand Minister. But it wasn't always like this. We found out during the Prison Planet arc that not all angels were obedient in the past. Some rebelled and ended up imprisoned, like the rogue Moro, who managed to steal abilities from gods of destruction. Therefore, despite the divine appearance and great power, angels also have a troubled past, full of rebellions and punishments. Which makes everything even more interesting, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed learning more about the history and abilities of these angelic figures so important in the Dragon Ball universe. We went on a journey from the present to the past, understanding what makes angels so unique and powerful. This was another video analyzing the fantastic world created by Akira Toriyama. Did you like it? Then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to receive new videos. Thanks for following this chat, big hug and see you next time. With that said, thanks for watching and see you next time.